Ladies and gentlemen, this is TBT Interviews. I'm your host Matt Burns, and today with us we've got the Powerhouse Regan. And I will state, I've seen some of your work.
There's not been much of it.
There may not be much of it, but it stands out.
Thank you.
Because if I'm not mistaken, the poor soul, who the last time I saw you...
Oh, I like beating up Shane.
You killed him!
He enjoys it, it's okay.
I thought like, I'm watching it, I'm like, he was dead before he hit the ground!
I picked him up again.
Exactly! It was like, I'm not done yet. You were absolutely a monster.
Well, after the first match, we wanted to put a really show that I am being built as this monster. So we attacked him again after the match. I finished twice in that match. In the first match, hit a German suplex that popped the crowd like I've not heard before. Which, me particularly, because being a ref previously, and then my first match, the tag match, wasn't great. But then
let me just sit this. I bet you when you were a referee, no one messed with you.
A certain person who shall remain nameless tried to give me a bit of grief in my first ever match, and
paid the price.
Well, I give him a bit of a cheeky shove and then a fast count, you know. Ah,
fair enough, fair enough. So, in other words, don't mess with this guy. And to be honest with you, even I wouldn't mess with him.
I'm lovely.
I've seen your work.
I'm lovely. I'll tell you this, okay, I'm a lovely guy. Regan is not a nice guy. Okay? I'll say that.
That's on my notes. But one thing I will state, you haven't been doing it for very long, on such a short period. What got you into it?
I've been a wrestling fan for 28 years now. WrestleMania 6 was my first foray into wrestling, and it's been pretty much consistent ever since. I mean, like a lot of guys my age, I lost touch a little bit after the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
As people do. But I got back into it by accident. You know, I just started watching it again.
It always happens. You get into it first, then you lose a bit of faith, and all of a sudden something pulls you back in. Yeah,
it's quite strange. I mean, when I was a kid, I was a die-hard fan, you know. But I was one of these, I didn't like Hulk Hogan. I never liked Hulk Hogan.
Warrior fan?
I was a Warrior fan.
Now, how did that...
Warrior got a bit stale for me.
Yeah.
And I started paying attention to guys like Mr. Perfect. And I started watching old videos of like Ravishing Rick Rude.
Wow.
And guys like that. And a guy who I think is fantastic and always kind of overlooked, the Big Boss Man. A man in the early 90s, a man of his size, the speed he moved at. Because he was one of these guys who...
Reminds me of somebody?
Well, the Big Boss Man was... He was unbelievably big, but you never realised it because of how big most of the people he was. You know, it was Land of the Giants back then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, but I was a weird wrestling fan. I didn't like the norm. And then once
that's the thing with wrestling.
Yeah.
You don't have to like
what you like, don't you?
Exactly.
And then once I found out, once my dreams and illusions were shattered, and I found out it was at work. It's strange. I started.
It's real to me, damn it!
I loved it even more. And then I learned about it, how it's done, and I started to respect it even more.
And it is, and I take it you learned that at the academy.
Oh, the academy, I didn't know what to expect. I messaged Luke Twig, just because some chap I knew would be, and I said, look, I'd like to have a look, but I wasn't sure about my own physical fitness, etc. And he said, come on down, have a look. And I went down there, and I saw these guys weren't all super athletes. But they're all just willing to work hard and put the graft in and develop themselves, and that drew me in straight away. Yeah,
it's something I've actually been down to see the school myself, and it is something I would actually highly recommend anybody if you're getting into wrestling, do look them up. Fantastic.
Every Friday, training between 7 and 10. First session is free.
So what more can you ask for that? What more?
First session is free. So after that, I started reffing whilst training, and then last November I had my first appearance on a show. I'd done a couple of in-house shows, and I did the Hollywood Fair as well, which was a lot of fun. Again, I beat up Shane Hardy.
He's a punch bag for you, isn't he?
Yeah, he loves it.
But one thing I will say, when I saw you in your debut match, your tag match, interesting tag team partner.
Yeah, excuse me.
Yeah, do you know why?
Very experienced.
Do you know why I find it so interesting?
What is that?
You didn't know he's a former multiple tag team champion.
I did not.
Yes, he is. The reason I know it is because he won them championships with me.
Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, I learned quite a bit from the Executioner and Big Mike Wild as well, because I was panicking. I was so nervous, and they calmed me right down. And because of that, we got a little bit lost, as you do, but we kept going.
You still look like a monster in the match.
Yeah, and afterwards we went backstage and Mike came up to me, and I got on well with Mike, but never this sort of friendly way. And he came up to me and he hugged me. He said, "I'm so proud of you. We got lost, but we found our way back and we kept going." And that was just props for me. I felt so elated after that. And I watched the match back. It wasn't great, but then it gave me something to work on.
But the funny thing about it is, the worst critique, I think, for anybody is always themselves.
Oh yeah, probably.
But at the same time, they're also the best critique, because if you know what to look for next time, you can avoid it.
Yeah. Well, it gave me something to work with, gave me something to work on, and then I found out I'm on the show Retaliation, and I had what's one before that? Yeah, there was Retaliation was the first one. Yeah, and that's when I had my first my debut singles match against Shane, which again got a good reaction from the crowd, which I'm really chuffed about, even though it was a squash. Then my second match, we didn't know who I was going to be against, and then I found out I was going to be against Shane again, and I was like, wait, what sense does that make? And then it was all Shane wants revenge. So we orchestrated the hot start and everything, and the reaction from that was absolutely unbelievable.
All I'll say to you is, I've actually reviewed this match. It's barbaric. Honestly.
Even well up for it.
To be honest with you, the first thing I was thinking to myself, please God have an ambulance on standby.
Shane loves it. He's a beast.
He's glutton for punishment.
He loves it. He absolutely loves it. And he's like the ultimate underdog, and that's what we need.
One thing I will say, he has on a T-shirt that says on the front, "Easy way, hard way." I'm back and think to myself, he took the hard way that night.
You think about a guy like Shane. Shane knows that he's there to put people over, but Shane can make himself look good whilst losing, and that's important. I mean, we all know the score. There's no real wins and losses here. It's all about what that crowd think. I mean, Shane gets his ass kicked, but the crowd are there for him.
Yeah.
He gets that sympathy, and they urge him, drive him on.
And that makes you look more of the bigger monster.
When he does finally get that win, it's going to be amazing for him, and I can't wait to see that. I really can't. I like Shane. He's a great guy. With myself then, obviously the second match, there's the whole witness me and me calling out the purge. Why am I doing that? I wonder. I'm not telling you. It's a secret.
All I'll say to you is, the only question I've got is, who can stop him?
Who can stop me? Who can stop me?
And
Lucha can stop me.
Let me just say this. I'll just say one thing. Spoiler alert, it's not Matt Burns. Definitely not. But one thing I will say is, anybody want to give a shout out to?
Like personally, or
anything,
okay, I'll
whoever
go
want.
from. Okay, my partner Hayley, she's supported me through all of this stupid dream of mine. My daughter, who is one of the Academy's youngest trainees, she's 14 years old, Kate, and she's absolutely awesome. She's going to be the future of British wrestling.
Want to watch?
Definitely. Then I would like to just shout out to guys like Luke Twig, Chris Jones, Joe Jones, Mike Wild, Ben, Tommy. These guys have all, and G. John Chase as well, because they've all just
basically the whole of the academy.
They've grown me. They have cultivated me.
I wouldn't say that. It's not just that. It's not like it's a workforce or anything. It's a family.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. It is such a family environment. I mean, it's. We've got to stop it really, because everyone heads out afterwards, and we've got to Luke's next to watch WrestleMania and stuff like that, and it's a family atmosphere.
Yeah.
And I've made friends who I never expected to make. I've met people I never expected to meet, and getting into wrestling is possibly the best thing I've ever done.
That's food for thought. That is definitely that is. One thing I'll state is, where can anybody find you?
I'm on Twitter, Regan PW82. I'm on Instagram under my old name, Hobie96. That's HOOBIE 96. And then I'm on Facebook, again, Regan Pro Wrestler.
More like Beast Wrestler.
I put some rather cryptic things on there. I've got to call myself the Scarred Man, as you can see. Where the Scarred Man goes, violence and chaos follow. Yeah, that's trademarked.
And if you want the proof, we've got it right now. Yeah, there you go. Why not? So with that, I think that's going to be a wrap up. Thanks very much for being on the show. I appreciate it. So with that, I just want to give a massive shout out to the UK wrestling media, and as always, Pinches for recording. Thank you very much. All fantastic work. So with that, what? Why not? Why not? Just go with it. Go with it. So with that, I hopefully see you at the next interview, the next broadcast, the next review. Until then, stay well, stay safe.
The Academy, 21st of April, the title of Retribution. Be there!
Well, there you go. Be there.
Be there!